Andrew McMeekin, an All-American against Cal Girard for Duke. At the face-off X, McMeekin with a considerable size advantage. And it's McMeekin off the ground early. Princeton wins the opening draw. Didn't think they were going to get into the tournament. They did. Went on the road, beat a seeded Richmond team, and then smashed Georgetown in the quarters. Ryan Craddock comes up with his first save. Craddock, the Co-Kelly Award winner and the Ivy League Defender of the Year, 28 in white. Sloppy start here for both teams. Princeton's had the ball 3 times. They've turned it over 3 times. They've got a trailer. Vanna, step down rocket. 1-0 Tigers.
Princeton Tigers.
Nervous energy in a game of high magnitude. A simple exchange botched. It's Jack Stahl with the turnover.
Vanna is like a diesel truck. And look at the shot location on a lefty goalie. Smashing the off pipe. 36 in white is part of a second midfield that might be as good as any in the nation.
To your point, Kark, they came into the game with 37 goals, second only to North Carolina, a finalist for the Tewaaraton. That's the Heisman of college lacrosse. Kabiri sitting on 99 career goals. Feet in front. That one turned away.
Stats, not the case in 2026. It's a horse in the middle of the field.
There's Max Sloat. His shot saved easily by Craddock. And now the quick outlet. Jackson Green, who plays wide receiver on the Princeton football team, feeds the wing. Princeton attacking in transition. It's 2-0 Tigers.
Duke's Max Sloat has a cannon, but a right-handed shot up top gets punished by Ryan Craddock. Bad shots get punished.
And when they get punished and you find Ford White, who's a football player, a wide receiver in transition, and he can spot the sharpshooter in Nate Kabiri. When you watch the release points of Kabiri, 2 and white, they go low to low, low to high. He's all over the place.
6'1", 225 against Girard, 5'8", 175. Princeton charging toward the cage. That hit the crossbar. And the Tigers land in the crease.
Dodging right off the whistle with a full shot clock. I think that was easy to defend.
First midfield for Princeton. Wade's shot denied by Cunningham. Quint, how big is that
great
save?
Stop. Tucker Wade, 19 for Princeton, has been on fire.
There's McGuire over to Johnston with a scorcher up top. Duke's on the board.
He's a game wrecker. That's what 23 in blue is, an absolute game record.
For William Edward Cunningham III, the buck stops here.
Flash it out, fine transition. 23 in blue to 19. They moved him to attack to keep him on the field for moments like that.
Earlier this year, hasn't quite had the same impact. Delgado shoots down the alley. Johnston, face dodge. Craddock, body save. Rebound Princeton. And now the penalty. Ian Sloat worked the perimeter. Scoletti, a 5-star freshman. Now Menke, the Virginia transfer, right inside Pappendick. And a save made by Craddock. His good pal Burns. He's got a short stick matchup. Palumbo and Johnson, that's one to watch. Palumbo trying to get to that left hand. Fires on the running. Cunningham gobbles it up. Second midfield getting some run for Duke. Menke to Drago. Now Delgado. From the outside, Craddock got a piece. Johnston had the right hand free momentarily. Didn't want the long distance shot. Stahl trying to stay with Johnston. Spun to his left. Woo! He can go southpaw.
That guy's a right-handed player. Put that in perspective. 19 in blue's natural hand is the right, and he absolutely annihilates that corner.
Buck Cunningham, watch the top hand. Catches it, his eyes are upfield at the other end. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They're leaning heavy on Ben Johnston's right hand, so he takes what's available. The lefty rollback.
Here's the freshman Parker Reynolds using the Wade pick. They flip it to the wing, going low for the goal. There's Burns.
We talk about Princeton as a passing team, but sometimes a little luck. And the ping of the pipe. You're in the goal, the ball hits the pipe, you hold your breath for about half a second. Does the crowd cheer, or does the crowd say, ooh?
Yeah, Ben Johnson was smart to change it up on Chronic. His last two shots were high. He decides to go low. It's all iron.
Chronic left the crease with the ball and then re-entered.
Unforced error, that's 6 turnovers. Christmas, a threat with the pole. There's the dodge, there's the bounce shot. Mac Christmas, his 12th career goal. One of the most famous goals on championship weekend back in 2010.
Oh, yeah.
Came from a Duke long pole.
C.J. Costabile won it in overtime against Notre Dame in the national championship. But look at the stick skills and the awareness. This is like a high offensive talent.
Boom.
Knowing, yeah, Miller's coming out. He's flashing out.
Big time face dodge. The high, I'm gonna shoot it. No, I'm not. Whoop, I'm by ya. And Christmas shows up in May.
In terms of the crease going in and out, Princeton's turning the ball over too much. In the regular season, they're second nationally in terms of turnover rate.
Here comes Gerard, B-buttoning out of trouble. Make it, take it, turn and rake it. Cal Gerard gives Duke its first lead of this national semifinal.
Cal is tireless. He's got incredible contact balance. Never loses his feet. Dealing with the big body of McMeekin, spinning away out of traffic, and then you see the acceleration. He's an amazing athlete, Cal Gerard.
He wants to find space in that matchup with McMeekin and not get into the body. And Gerard was the hero of the first round game against Richmond.
He's got McGuire, the #1 pick in the PLL draft.
This is a better matchup for Princeton.
Palumbo against the short stick Warrington. Burns shot low, stopped by Cunningham. Rebound to Princeton. Kabiri, Burns, Dunphy. Duke settles back in defensively. Nice move, Dunphy! Cunningham the veto. Cunningham out of the cage, lost the ball. Big loose ball, the net is empty. And we're gonna get a loose ball push. No, a timeout by Princeton. They know how good Aiden McGuire is, but they said we have to go at him.
Because of how many minutes he logs. He never leaves the field, 23 in blue.
Kabiri going low to tie the game at 4. It's the second goal for Nate Kabiri.
When you're the Princeton Tigers and you're trying to figure it out in the half-field sets, you go to your 2 stars, Nate Kabiri or Chad Palumbo. Kabiri's got a matchup against a short stick from the wing. He sets up his right hand.
What I love about this shot is he is shot ready right out of the roll. He's setting up that righty shot by going down the alley left-handed.
Gerard holding his own. Here comes Christmas. 1 goal already. Christmas again. And Chronic comes up with a big save. Johnston with 2 goals for Duke. Their leading goal scorer. Gets a pick from Scoletti. Johnston skips it back. Good ball movement. Chronic got a stick on it. Colsey came up with it, but in the crease, no, it's going to be Duke ball. Johnston on the invert, using the pick. Plays it back behind to Scoletti. Scoletti looking to get top side. Now Colsey. Right hand, shot saved by Chronic. It's a Princeton offense that has played the second half of the season without a key piece in Peter Bonanno, last year's Ivy League Rookie of the Year.
There's the pick and the switch.
What a feed inside, and then a shipwreck. Wow.
Henry Bard holding strong inside.
Bodies flying. Out of bounds to Duke.
Charlie Johnson has been on top of him like a magnet this entire game.
9 turnovers for Princeton. There's Delgado with a bouncer. Craddock with his 9th save. Credit to Duke's defense. Reynolds using the pick.
And so what has to change for Princeton is you need more two-man, more picking game.
Dunphy with a left hand. Cunningham goes low. Comes up with another save. There's Drago. Scored his first goal of the season in the round 1 win against Richmond. Colsey, tough angle. Craddock, the body save. Here it is. Alkiel gets whacked to the ground by Petticano. Duke wasn't having any of it. And the Blue Devils with another cause turnover. The Irish beat the Orange in the regular season in South Bend. Those are two teams that can get chippy with each other. Johnston shooting on the run. Craddock has been incredible in this opening half.
A brick wall.
Kabiri dancing around the crease. Wade, little hesitation. McGuire all over him. Wade trying to get free. Fires and scores! Tucker Wade, relentless.
That is determination. Ryan Craddock has been absolutely on fire with 11 saves. The brick wall is giving this offense life. One stop after another. Give it to Wade, your superstar. Determination.
The best against the best. That's a big boy goal.
Jay Alter, Sheehan Stanwyck Birch, Charlotte North, Annabelle Hasselbeck will have the call of the Women's Championship tomorrow from Chicago. Face-off won by Duke. Gerard has turned the tables on McMeekin in the second quarter.
Become a battle. Watch Christmas.
That's 3 shots now for the long pole. Craddock stopped 2 of them. Less than 6 seconds. The game clock says 5.8. Here comes Wade. Wade puts it on Cage and slips it past Cunningham. 1.7 left in the half.
I told you he was fearless. He could care less who's defending him. He could care less who's in the cage. This is a natural-born goal scorer who can get to the rack. He is so strong in terms of finding the middle of the field on Aiden McGuire, the top pick in the PLL draft and the National Player of the Year.
2 things here. Clock management. Wade understands the clock. Second, potential screen. I don't think Buck saw it. His own defense crisscrosses his vision.
First midfield on for the Tigers. There's Reynolds. Low shot. Cunningham knocked it down. Rebound loose. Comes back to Dunphy. Looking for the skip. It's picked off.
Make Craddock turn. Make this defense turn their heads, and your shot quality goes up when you attack from behind to out top.
And Clark, that's been the difference with Duke in the last 3 games. Shooting percentage way up. Slow shot. Saved by Craddock. 8 in a row by Craddock. You want a chorus, Quint, right? Puts it over the shoulder of Cunningham. That's now 4 unanswered by Princeton.
Craddock is the man of the match, plain and simple. Frustrating the Duke defense, who is not getting the ball behind. He's staring down these shooters, and the level of difficulty of this shot. Most shooters, Quint, right now are going across their body, shooting to the far pipe. And that's where Cunningham is hedging, and Vanna hits him near side.
Max Sloat's got to work to get better shots.
Here is Kirschus wheeling down the alley. Leap's been quiet, the inside roll. The goal is good, and Duke finally gets the best of Craddock.
He's nearly a 50% shooter as a freshman. Gaining confidence now, over 40 points. And he has been really dangerous at times from behind the net when he is disrespected. And you watch this, he will pay the price after this shot.
He times that roll perfectly.
Boom. Wow.
Finn Fox was waiting for him right on the doorstep.
Oh, yeah.
Could he be in the crease there with that right foot before he gets hit and before the ball crosses the goal line?
No.
Kirschus gets to the middle, goes up top. Craddock with another save. smears all over Burns. He's been drawing the short stick. That's by design. Shot on the run by Reynolds, and Cunningham makes the save. Shot clock at 15. Malkiel makes his move. Inside roll. Malkiel puts it through.
And he's doing his homework. This second midfield of sophomores could be the value-added difference that puts Princeton over the top.
Vanna with 2 goals. The turnover for Duke. Back-breaking because it gives this ultra-efficient offense in a second midfield like Malkiel, who was an attackman his entire career before he got to Princeton. So put him behind the goal. Invert. Get that defender out of their comfort zone. A team that doesn't care who scores. Like, this is one of the most selfless offenses you will see.
And now they've got momentum, and this is where they like to put teams away. Kabiri with a hat trick. He's closing in on 200 career points, and Princeton's lead balloons to 4.
Share the rock. It's pretty simple. The ball becomes hot potato, and everyone eats. Look at the release again by Nate Kabiri with the hat trick, and Wade, who's not trigger shy, with 9 shots in the first half. This time he's the passer.
They dance with you. They'll exchange punches with you round after round.
16 on the shot clock. The freshman Reynolds making Kabiri. Pedals around the crease. Kabiri feet in front. Burns from an impossible angle.
This is teamwork. Shot clock, not your friend. You know you got to push. And the trust to throw a spot feed to space.
These are 2 players that speak the same language. They played at the same high school, Georgetown Prep, part of the same recruiting class.
Think if you're Duke, don't chase the scoreboard here. Chase a higher quality of shot.
Princeton winners of 10 straight. Johnston from long range. A hat trick for Ben Johnston.
When Quint mentions chasing a higher percentage shot, my brain automatically says, find the middle of the field.
Johnston dealing with a double team, kicks it to his partner in crime, Slow, who draws 2. And back to Johnston. And when we talked to Matt Madelon yesterday, Princeton's head coach, he said 17 yards. I said 17 yards. He goes, yeah. You have to respect Sloat and Johnston from 17 yards.
Gas.
No shot clock reset. Malkiel scored once on an invert. Palumbo this time against the freshman Pedicano. Senior captain against the greenhorn. Tough angle for Palumbo, and it's clamped down by Cunningham.
Does it really matter with the depth of scores, with the way that they beat you, how they use the pick game?
Thomas Menke, shot deflected, and trickles softly to Croddick. This Duke senior class played in the national championship as freshmen. Many of them didn't play, but they were a part of it. Big save for Cunningham. Johnston plays it to the wing. Still plenty of time to shoot. Slow. The trail check well timed. Duke has it. 24 in the shot clock.
After the shot,
and a flag.
8th nationally at 47%. This guy's unbelievable.
That was off the shin, wasn't it?
Yes.
16 saves, and then Croddick catapults out of the cage for the intercept.
There's the experience. That's something you would have done, like sensing ball rotation.
This is a big spot here.
Nice handle.
Palumbo head of steam. One more. Doorstep.
Wow.
And a dunk. A shorthanded goal for Princeton. You talk about a pendulum swing. That was violent.
Masterful. Princeton fans, all rise. This goal had a little bit of everything.
Ryan Croddick standing tall today, playing for a cause. Trust your intuition. Stay aggressive.
Been 25 years since the Tigers won a national title. The way they're playing right now, they're one game closer, and their stars are clicking end to end. Have a quick dodge, maybe the ball behind from the wing to X, and then a jam into the inside.
Multiple passes and ball reversal.
Now it's Scaletti. Bounce shot, Chronic. Save number 18.
Offense, 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 which you should, but their defense has been the difference between last year and this year.
Falling down. His second, it's the second midfield showing up again. That's 4 goals from the second midfield. Princeton doubling up Duke.
This is one of the sickest snipes you will ever see. An absolute blast with strictly wrists.
And this is what exactly I'm talking about with moving a goalie. Ball movement and jamming it inside. Palumbo's eyes are up. Buck Cunningham has to go from pipe to recentering himself, and you cannot make this stop. This is a one-timer that absolutely blitzes the corner.
Very little in settled sets.
1 goal in 17 minutes, and every attempt seems to be a long dodge. Like it's announcing, whoa!
And there's Colsey, his first of the game. And it comes with a little more than 10 minutes to go in the fourth.
This is a special shot.
Yes.
There's very few people on the planet who are making this save. This is when you tip your cap and you say, Kyle, that is one heck of a shot.
Everything's been a long dodge, I was saying. But when a shot is that good, it doesn't matter.
This angle will give you chills.
Yeah, Kyle Colsey's going to the rack. Look at the release and the accuracy in slow-mo.
That's the #1 pick in the PLL draft. The Enters Award winner. Most outstanding player in D1. First short stick D-Midi to earn that honor. Johnston, he wanted to do it by himself. Chronic with save number 18. North Carolina and Northwestern. Home game for Northwestern. Those are the top 2 seeds. They've got the 2 best players. Chloe Humphrey, Madison Taylor. Will be fun to watch. Save number 19 by Chronic. Mears gets bumped by Burns. Colsey. Save number 20 by Chronic. That ties the Princeton record. It's been cool. It's rained a lot the last 2 days. With the shot clock at 2, that hits the side of the net. Burns! Supermans for the goal!
When Colin Burns played club lacrosse as a little guy in Washington, D.C., his club coach gave him the nickname Barbecue. He's the captain now.
He's sizzling with this wraparound. Airborne. Princeton smells Monday. Barbecue delivers.
He's already charbroiled Duke a few times today. 4 goals, passed up on 1 more. And Princeton will hold the ball. Not for long, Vanna with a hat trick. So that second midfield adds to the ledger, and John Danowski a little miffed by it as well. It's 14-7. That got all the way to the national championship, losing to Duke in overtime.
They had 5 losses, and a guy by David Earl took that game over.
McGuire blocked on his final shot. Princeton does it with defense. Ryan Chronic stands on his head. The Tigers put the shackles on Duke, and Princeton will play for a national championship on Monday.